everyone, my name is Vina, aka Miss WOC Reader, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do something just a little bit different. So I see so many books recommended for fall. Everybody wants to get their recs out here and give you their list, but a lot of times it's the same books over and over again. And that can get kind of boring, not gonna lie. As a viewer myself, sometimes I'm just like, I don't want to watch any more recommendation videos when I can see the same books over and over again. So I thought I could do something a little bit different and mention some books that have been recommended often and instead show you some books that you should pick up instead if you've already read those and you're looking for something new. So let's get into it. The first book on the list is The Year of the Witching by Alexis Henderson. So it's a book I enjoy. However, it's over-recommended to death on Booktube. So often it's like the only black witch book that people recommend, and there's more out there. By the time this video drops, I should have my vlog up already where I recommend some black witch books. So I will link that in the description box below for you. But instead of reading The Year of the Witching for the umpteenth time, what you can do is pick up Kingdom of Souls by Rena Barron. This one does not get enough love on Booktube, and it's really good. Like, she puts so much into this book, stuff that most authors would stretch out into an entire trilogy, and that's just book one of this trilogy, which book two is still equally great. So Kingdom of Souls follows Ara, who is the daughter of a long line of witch doctors. However, she's having trouble tapping into those powers herself. Though she tries and she tries, she just can't seem to get magic to come to her. So there are children disappearing from her village, and one of her best friends goes missing, and she's determined to find out what happens. So there are like these people who practice the dark arts, and like you're not supposed to go near those people. There's a stigma against those people. They're kind of seen as crazy, and she decides she's gonna go ahead and tap into that dark magic, even though magic comes at a price and she's definitely gonna have to pay. So it's fast-paced. There's so much going on. It is a lot to keep up with, but it is so good. And the twists, I did not see them coming. The ending was so good, and you don't even know where book two is gonna go, but when you get to book two, you're like, wow. The next book is The X Hex by Erin Sterling, which is another one that's recommended all the time. So it is a witchy rom-com. If you're looking for another witchy rom-com, I suggest checking out What the Hex by Alexis Daria. So I love What the Hex. It's short, sweet, and super fun, and it was originally an Audible exclusive. However, now you can get it as an ebook or you can get it in paperback. So you have options, though I still do recommend checking out the audiobook because the narration is so good. But anyway, it has this like academic rivals to lovers aspect going on, in that these two people always competed against each other in school to see who was the best, and now that they're adults, they're still somewhat competing. However, they have to come together because our main character's sister is getting married and something seems to be going on with the wedding party, and she has to figure it out and stop the dark forces behind it. The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. Instead, you can pick up The Bones of Ruin by Sarah Rowley, which is a book I don't hear many people talk about, and I would be interested in hearing what their thoughts were about it. So The Bones of Ruin follows this young woman who has no memories of her previous life, and she does have this strange ability where she never dies. So she's working as a tightrope walker in this circus in historical London. And one day, in front of this large crowd, she falls to her death. But since she can't die, she just snaps her neck and shortly after wakes back up and gets up and walks away free. So everybody sees that and they're kind of like, huh? What is going on over there? Next thing, she's getting kidnapped. People are after her. She's getting roped into this secret underground tournament with people who also have weird abilities. And there's just so much going on. And this is the first in a trilogy, so if you do like it, there are book two comes out next year, and then there will be one more book on the way. And then last, Pumpkin Heads by Rainbow Rowell. So this is one of those cute fall vibes graphic novels. If you're looking for a graphic novel for the fall, I do recommend Artie and the Wolf Moon. It's very interesting and so good. It follows this young girl who finds out that she comes from a long line of werewolves. And yes, I've recommended this one many times, and I'm still going to recommend it because not enough of y'all are listening to me and picking it up. So Artie finds out that she's a werewolf, and she comes from a long line of werewolves. Her mom came from this werewolf community but kind of moved away from it to live a normal life, and they end up having to connect back with this community so that Artie can control her new werewolf powers and learn how to fully transform. So it's a beautiful story of connecting with your community, as well as there are these vampires after them throughout the story, so it's super interesting. I would love for this one to be a series. However, I don't think she has any plans right now to make it a series, but Olivia Stevens does a lot of comic books and graphic novel work, so I did pick up some of her comic Tiger Tongue recently, and she has some other werewolf stuff in the works. So if you're interested in that, there's always more to look forward to. So those are just a few recommendations I had. Give you something different to check out for the fall. And if you liked this video, make sure and hit that like button. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye now.